And good evening and welcome to Zalewski Sports. And we are in Stratford for American Legion Baseball as the Stratford Ball Club is taking on Waupaca in Class A American Legion Baseball. And this will be the site in, just a couple weeks of the regionals as Stratford and Wittenberg-Berniewood and Tomahawk and Marathon will be in this regional. Very, very tough regional. Don't know much about Tomahawk, but those three ball clubs, Marathon, Wittenberg-Berniewood, and Stratford, three outstanding ball clubs that will be competing in this to go to state, which will be down in Prairie du Chien this year. So it'll be a wild time down there as Stratford trying to get back for the fourth straight year. They've been down there the last 3 years. So we'll see what happens here with Waupaca. I know their Stratford's junior team played Waupaca last week and came away with a 15-0 win in that contest. And let me see. I'm trying to think who the young man was that actually threw a no-hitter against them. In fact, I don't want to say it's Shane Foose, but Braden Schwannis threw a 5-inning no-hitter against them last week, and in fact, a picture of the future for the Stratford Tigers as they will lose two main pitchers next year in Drew Gage, who was actually named the MVP in the central Wisconsin area of all the players that made first team all conference. They put it in a big pool, and Drew Gage came away with the MVP. Drew had an outstanding season. We'll tell you about his stats when he comes up to bat. He will be throwing today, as you'll see that MVP. He was the top player in the Marywood Conference this year also. And so the Stratford Ball Club consisting of a really good ball club with mainly seniors, but a lot of reserves that are starting tonight for Stratford as they are heading out to the field here. And we will not have a public address announcer or a national anthem. So we're going to go right with it right away. And today's ball game is brought to you, as soon as I get it up on my screen here, is brought to you by Damon's Auto of Stratford. Good luck, Tigers, from Damon's Auto of Stratford. Start your search for a new car or truck at Damon's Auto of Stratford, offering complete auto service and sales. And so if you're looking for a real nice car, stop at Damon's. He'll treat you well there. So leading off for Waupaca will be the pitcher, Carson Jameson, batting second. The shortstop, Ollie Waller, batting third and playing right field. Number 2, Jay Cord. In a cleanup spot, I love this name, the first baseman, number 21, Doogie Williams. And the number 5 spot, the catcher, number 1, Eric Harms. In the number 6 spot, and playing second base, Ethan Harms. Batting in the 7th spot for Waupaca is the center fielder, number 44, Aaron Wolf. And batting in the 8th spot and playing left field, number 13, Justin Cockrell. And batting in the 9th spot, number 5, Gabrielle Estrada. And so a warm one here. Game time temperature, as I looked, it was 90 degrees. Feels like 95 here in Stratford. We're looking for another one tomorrow. Wednesday is supposed to be warmer yet and then start cooling down a little bit, thank goodness. But I'll tell you, we definitely need some rain to start greening things. I mean, they're nice and green now, but it's starting to get a little too dry right now. So we do need a little rain here to I wouldn't have to go out and water my flowers every night when I get home. So, but one other game going on I know is a big one in Marshfield this evening as Mike Wendland is on the call on that one as he is calling the Marshfield Plover game, and that is a battle for first place in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. That one will start at 7 o'clock. We're starting a little early, so I'll be able to get back to town and watch stop by and watch a little bit of that one, see what happens. But Plover took on the nose in that last ball game yesterday. I think it was like 16-7, something like that. But you're seeing a lot of reserves, but Plover landed up winning that tournament anyway, as they are having an outstanding season with Wayne Sankey there as their head coach. First pitch comes in, ball to Carson Jamison. On the mound for the Stratford Tigers is Drew Gage, as I mentioned, the MVP and player of the year. And a second pitch with a fastball right down Main Street for strike one. The numbers on Drew his senior year, pitched in 16 ball games, was 12-1, which actually tied for first in the state of Wisconsin for wins of all the pitchers in the state of Wisconsin. And he was actually 12th in the state in strikeouts with 87, gave up 38 hits, 23 runs, 30 walks, 87 strikeouts, and an ERA of 1.67. Hitting-wise, he hit 412 as his hitting improved over last year. I don't think he hit 200 last year, and he spent a lot of time in the cage and working on his hitting also, and did a nice job, and it's paid off. We got a 2-2 count here to Carson Jamison as in the windup, and a swing and a miss. Ball gets by Brady Berg, and Brady having problems finding it, and that was down low, but Jamison will get on with that, as if the catcher does not make a clean catch and gets away from him on a swinging strike or a call third strike, that runner can take off, and that's exactly what happened with Carson here as Carson gets on, and we'll have to give an E2 on that also to Brady. So with nobody down and runner at first, Ollie Waller now batting, and Ollie, let's see what he did during the season over at Waupaca, as he was a second-team all-conference infielder, left-handed hitter, hit .325, it scored 24 runs, 17 RBIs, and he actually led the team in stolen bases with 12, so a great season for Mr. Waller, who was only a junior. He'll be back his senior year at Waupaca. Gage from the stretch takes a look over at first. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss. I'm Mike Steinwagner, along with my cohort here today, going way back. I helped train this guy in last year, Ryan Rasmussen. It was a great pleasure to have Ryan with me. He'll be with me again tomorrow here at Stratford, as we will be back here for the big one there with Loyal and Stratford coming in. Loyal, who had an outstanding season also. Of course, Stratford's only 2 losses down the season was against Marathon. That's why that regional is going to be a very, very tough regional in 2 weeks. So, but great pleasure always to have Ryan. An 0-2 count here to Ollie Waller, the shortstop. And Gage just missing down low for ball one. 1-2 count. Beautiful day here in central Wisconsin, a little warm. We got a nice breeze, though, about 9 miles an hour coming out of the west here. If I'd opened this window, all my papers would go flying. So, lucky that fence was, that screen was there. Otherwise, that ball is heading right for our camera. But not too many people sitting in the bleachers tonight, as we've got maybe, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sitting out in the sun, and I think everybody else is down below here in the shades, as they're working in the concession stand down there also. And next pitch upstairs for a ball, as Drew was ahead of Ollie, but now the count now 2-2. Drew looks over at first. Nice, comfortable lead. And a ground ball to second to help for one to Spindler. And in time for a double play. A little kind of delay call there from the base umpire. Not sure if they had him or not, but a great double play there was Hulp making a great pick and shoveling it off to Spindler, and Spindler with a nice throw over to first base, where Dylan Lorenz is playing first base for Stratford, as he'll be taking that spot next season for the Tigers. And so now 2 down with nobody on, bringing up the number 3 hitter, Jay Cord, and Jay takes first pitch fastball for a call, strike one. I've seen more double plays in the last 3 weeks than I think I saw all spring. I mean, the players are starting to get used to this and finding ways to turn them. And I know I had one over at Wausau as they had the hit and run on in the Marshfield-Wausau game, and Jake Sadowska was taking off, and all of a sudden it was just a line shot to the shortstop, and the shortstop just easy throw back over to first. Jake had no place to go as he landed up with a double play. But a base hit as a shot up the middle by Jay Cord as he gets the first hit of the ball game here. And bringing up the cleanup hitter, Doogie Williams, the first baseman. And let's see if I got anything on Doogie. Doogie, who was a junior this last year, had an outstanding season. Hit .316 with 17 RBIs, had an on-base percentage of .409. He's also a pitcher for that Waupaca Comets team. And had an outstanding season also on the mound as he was 2-0. And so left-handed hitter here, hitting in the cleanup spot for Waupaca. Next pitch comes in for a call strike. 0-2 count with 2 down. Runner at first, that's Jay Cord. As talking to Drew before the ball game, he says, I don't know how effective I'm going to be today, but he looks pretty good right now out on the mound. So as Jay fouls that one off, stay alive. I know when I came through and I was in the dugout there, and he was the only one sitting in the shade, and he says to me, Mike, I don't know just how effective I'm going to be tonight. It's pretty warm out here. But and a call, strike 3, and that's a Serve Pro strikeout. Call Serve Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. And so Drew Gage gets his first strikeout. And for Waupaca in the top of the first, no runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. And after a half inning of play, it's Waupaca nothing, and Stratford coming up to bat. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Hunting season is here, and BBD has the supplies you need. Check out their large selection of crossbows, including 10-point and Wicked Ridge. BBD has added more hunting gear, deer attractant, mineral, and accessories for a successful hunt. See their in-stock selection of hunting blinds, stands, in-trail cameras, and more. BBD has the name brand gear you can depend on again and again. Big Bear Down. We're always in season. Located on Highway 13 in Abbotsford.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
And we are back here at Stratford at Tiger Stadium as the Tigers come to bat here in the bottom of the first inning as Stratford gave up 1 hit in that inning to Waupaca. Stratford coming into this contest with a 7-4 record on the season, and as I mentioned, their regionals will be starting next Friday, a week from Friday. So leading off for the Tigers, the shortstop, Riley Spindler, who had an outstanding season. Riley, a second-team all-conference player, and looking at his stats, I can't believe he was a second team because he hit .421, had an on-base percentage of .591, .605 slugging percentage, scored 40 runs, 7 doubles, 2 triples, a home run, walked 22 times, and was hit by 11 pitches. and I cannot believe he was a second team. In my opinion, he should have been a first team all conference, but I don't get the vote. But Riley had an outstanding season, also a good basketball season as he was a first team all conference and took call strike 3 for out number 1, as on the mound is Carson Jamison. And let me see what Carson actually on the season, he was actually Waupaca's number 1 pitcher. Now, if you looked at his numbers, he threw the most games for Waupaca this spring. He threw 10 ball games this year, but had a 1-7 record and a ground ball, slow roller to second, and just in time, a banger to Jack Remus as Jack took that first pitch, but a very slow roller. And as I said, it was a banger. So, but Brady Berg coming up for Stratford, and Brady, of course, heading off to UW Stevens Point next year to play for the Pointers. And he was a first-team all-conference. Hit .357 on the year with 30 hits. Led the team in doubles with 9. Led the team in home runs with 5. He follows the first one off. Had led the team also with RBIs with 46. On-base percentage of .486 and a slugging percentage of .543. And having an outstanding season, as I mentioned, going to Point next year. And that one's behind Brady as the count goes to 1-1. But Mr. Jamison here, he had a 1-7 record through 34 2/3 innings, gave up 62 hits, 50 runs, 14 walks, 15 strikeouts, and had a 7.47 ERA. And as I mentioned, he threw the most games for Waupaca this last season. And he is he was a senior, and a ground ball to second, picked up nicely by Ethan Harms, throws over to first for out number 3. For the Stratford Tigers in the bottom of the first, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. And after one complete inning of play, it's Stratford nothing and Waupaca nothing, and you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com. At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe. This summer, the whole family is invited to Marshfield's home base for fun. Woodfield Inn & Suites, where great rooms come with great rates. Splash around in the indoor pool. Mom and Dad unwind in the hot tub. Let your kids take over the arcade. Book your family getaway at Woodfield Inn & Suites. The 2026 American Legion State Baseball Tournament is in Marshfield. Make Woodfield Inn & Suites your home base.
And we are back here at Stratford. We're in the top of the second inning here. Nice warm day, 90 degrees here in Stratford. Clear skies. I mean, there's a few clouds way off in the west, a little fluffy ones, but otherwise just a beautiful day here in Stratford. And leading off for Waupaca here in the top of the second inning is the catcher, Eric Harms. And Eric, a junior this last year, did not play much. Used mostly as a pinch runner during Waupaca's season. He's catching today for Carson Jamison as he gets set in the batter's box here. Just coming around the corner here will be state tournament, AAA state tournament. As Gage gets ready. And the first pitch, call strike. Marshfield is hosting the AAA State Legion Baseball Tournament from Tuesday, July 28th through Saturday, August 1st, and Post 54 welcomes 8 teams to compete for the state championship. Visit Hackman Field in Marshfield, enjoy delicious concessions, a chance to win some exciting raffle prizes, and most importantly, some outstanding baseball. And again, July 28th through August 1st at Hackman Field in Marshfield. And 0-2 count now to Eric Harms, number 5 hitter for Waupaca. As Gage working from the stretch and the pitch. Just missing. Didn't miss by much on that one. As Hackman Field getting ready. A big ball game there tonight. Plover taking on Marshfield. That'll be coming up at 7 o'clock. We are about 45 minutes away from that one. So big one there for first place in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Gage. And a call, strike 3, and that's a Serve Pro strikeout. Call Serve Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. And that's now back-to-back strikeouts for Drew Gage as he finished with one to end the first inning. And one down, bringing up Ethan Harms, the second baseman, brother to Eric, right-handed hitter. And Gage with the delivery. And a call strike. Yeah, the 8 teams as it will start on Tuesday at 10:30 in the morning, and I get to call that first ball game. I'm really I'm very excited for that state tournament to start, and I'm looking forward to opening up the state tournament. And a base hit up the middle for Eric Harms, or Ethan Harms, I'm sorry, as he hits that one's shot right past Drew Gage. Out into center field, and bringing up now Aaron Wolf, the center fielder. With the big 99 on his back. And I do not have any information on him. I'm thinking he played mostly JV ball at Waupaca this year. As I was going through their stats from the spring, and quite a few, ball players from that from the junior team and also the senior team get together here to put this Legion team together. Waupaca mostly drawing from their own area because you look at the schools that are around that area. You've got Clintonville in there, who's got usually an outstanding Legion program, in there, and then. You go to Winneconne over in that area, and I mean, there's some great teams over in that area. So they are a Division II school, by the way, during the high school season. And a call, strike 3, as Aaron Wolf looks at a call, strike 3. That is the third strikeout by Drew Gage, and 2 down now here in the top of the second inning, and that is another Serve Pro strikeout. Call Serve Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. And to the plate now is number 13, Justin Cockrell, as we'll see if I've got some information on him. He was on the JV ball club also this last year, and he's playing left field. He is actually listed as a first baseman on this Legion roster. So very versatile, plays the infield and the outfield. And count now 1-1 to Justin, batting in the number 8 spot for Waupaca. And the pitch, swing and a miss. A mighty cut at that fastball upstairs. We will be back here tomorrow night as the Stratford Tigers, as Drew Gage gets ahead of the batter, 1-2, and that's been Drew's problem at times. He loses his concentration, and he hit quite a few batters during the high school season, and 2 umpires coming out to talk here now. They're just wondering if the batter maybe swung at that also as he was hit, and they're going to bring him back as. As they're saying, it must have went off the bat. So it's a 1-2 count. Will remain with 2 outs. Runner at first. That is Ethan Harms at first. But Drew, during the season, had at times loses his concentration out there, and you're ahead of the batter, 1-2, and a swing and a miss, and Drew strikes out the side here in the second inning, strikeout number 4. So he has struck out 4 of the last 5 batters he's chased for Waupaca in the second. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. And after 1.5 innings of play, it's Stratford nothing and Waupaca nothing. And you're watching American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to the competition where only the best healthcare plans rise to the top. Megasure.
Presenting Paperwork Pound Cake, a half-baked plan with flaky service sprinkled on top.
Ooh. Next up, Security Health Plan.
I call this one the Sweet Security. It has high-quality coverage folded in, and it's frosted with award-winning local service that's sweet but never sugar-coated.
That's a slice of better.
Chef Security, congratulations. Truly the recipe for better.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
And we are back here at Stratford in the bottom of the second inning. And, Ryan, wouldn't that be nice just to go over by the football field and run through that right now? The sprinkler system just went on at the football field over there. And that would be just great to go over and run through that right now with the temperatures the way it is. But as Ryan's trying to get a shot of this over there. And leading off for the Stratford Tigers will be Drew Gage. The pitcher in the cleanup spot. Boy, that really looks refreshing over there. And he fouls that one off down the right field side. And hits a tree over there, bounces off. But no, the state tournament coming up in July 28th through August 1st. And be 5 great days of baseball in Marshfield. And tournaments actually this week already starts the Junior Legion regionals already. I know Marshville's got 2 teams this year in the juniors, 16 under and 17 under, and they'll be starting tournament play. They're actually heading over to Chippewa Falls. Both 16 and 17 is. They have 2 outstanding fields over there at Chippewa Falls, and so action will be buzzing over there as they'll bring in, I think it's a total of 12 teams between the 16 and the 17. So a lot of action over there in those junior regionals. And then, of course, the AAA and the AA tournaments will be starting next week as I will be heading to New London on Thursday and then back here at Stratford for the Class A opener with Stratford and Tomahawk. That will be a 6 o'clock start. At 3 o'clock here at Stratford, Marathon will be taking on Wittenberg-Burningwood, and that should be a great ball game. So if you get a chance to come out for that one, it'll be a great ball game. And Gage with a base hit up the middle as the Tigers get started here. Start out the second inning. And bringing up Dylan Lorenz. And Dylan playing first base today for the Tigers. And Dylan, as a junior, hit .238. And he only had 5 hits all season, but the thing is he was very effective. With those 5 hits, he got 5 RBIs, and he was used a lot for a pinch hitter. He actually came in and pitched the ball game also this last spring and got the win, came in relief, got the win for it. And so another pitching hopeful for the Stratford Tigers as they will lose Berg and Drew Gage next year. But Christian Ream will be back and Colton Hulp will be back. And so nice 1-2 punch. And actually the rest of this ball club with Schwantes pitching a nice ball game just last week. So Lorenz could fit into the number 4 spot maybe next year. But good balance of ball players coming back. Bloom, all-conference selection at third. He's only going to be a sophomore. He made all-conference as a freshman. And so he'll be coming up here shortly in the lineup. In fact, he is the on-deck hitter, as Drew, as I mentioned, played an outstanding third base as a freshman for the Stratford Tigers. And second pitch comes in for a ball upstairs to Lorenz. And pitch by Jamison, a left-hander. You don't really see a lot of left-handers in high school ball. And a pitch high and outside to Dillon. Count now 3-1. Hitter's pitch here. And Stratford trying to improve their record to 8-4 on the season. And a call strike catching the inside corner right at the knees. As Dillon looking down to Coach Schmidt there in the coach's box. Coach Schmidt, former head basketball coach at Stratford, had an outstanding career at Stratford. In my opinion, looking at what his record was and the teams that Stratford had, definitely a Hall of Fame candidate. Had over, I think it was 350 wins in his coaching career here at Stratford, as Dillon hits one down the right field side and goes out of play. Count remains 3-2. I don't know if you big lead over at first there. Not sure who's running there. And a shot down the third base line. Great hit by Dillon, as coming into third there is number 5. Let's look at the program here. I didn't see who that was when he came out to a courtesy run. And that was actually Braden Schwannis, the sophomore who pitched that no-hitter against Waupaca. And Dillon with a big double down the left field line and moves Schwannis over to third. So Dillon very effective, as, like I said, he will be a big factor for the Stratford Tigers come next year. So as he is playing first base, could be Stratford's first baseman next year. He'll be a senior. So Tigers threatening here. First pitch to Drew Bloom is right at the knees for a call strike. Drew, the second team all-conference, as I mentioned, as a freshman, hit .350 with 21 hits, 18 RBIs, and a .523 on base percentage, and actually some speed of stealing bases also. He was 10 out of 11. Stratford had over 100 stolen bases this last season. They do like to run. And so now the count 0-2 to Drew Bloom, with runners at second and third with nobody down here in the bottom of the second inning from Tiger Stadium in Stratford. That's Jamison with the pitch. And a call, strike 3 right at the knees, and that is strikeout number 2 for Carson Jamison. And one down now here in the bottom of the second inning, bringing up Colton Haupt, as Haupt, in my opinion, will be Stratford's starting quarterback this year. He alternated with Berg last year in a couple ball games where he came in the second and fourth, and Brady was in the first and third, or vice versa, and did an outstanding job. And Colton's more of a running quarterback, too. If he's got the opening hole, he's got the speed. He'll take off. And so that combination of Haupt and the rest of the team, I know Stratford's only got, I think, 3 or 4 linemen coming back from last year. But we'll be looking at that just down the road here in about another month, as football season is about 4.5 weeks away. And so it's hard to believe we're sitting with 90-degree temperatures and we're talking football. And next pitch to Bloom is up high for a ball. But we are doing a ball game, if I'm not mistaken. Is it this Thursday? They're going over to Oshkosh for the All-Star game. or Friday, the 8-man All-Star game over there. We've got a big crew going over there to Mike Wendland making the call on that. And a throw down to second is back in plenty of time as Colton gets signs down there from Coach Schmidt. From the stretch, Jamison with the pitch. And foul ball down the third base side. But yeah, football season just around the corner. It's hard to believe. But I was telling Ryan, wouldn't it be really nice if we could bottle some of this heat and bring it back in November and December? It would be really nice. But we have got to enjoy it while it's here. I mean, but actually, I noticed last week down in Florida, they had heat indexes in 100 down there. And I'm glad we're not down there. I was down there in March, and it was very comfortable when we were down there. So. And the pitch by Jamison. And a shot out to left into the left center field power alley. That's going to go all the way to the wall, and that's going to bring in 2 for the Tigers as Hulp goes into second with a stand-up double, a 2-run double by Colton Hulp, the second double of this inning, and puts the Tigers out in front 2-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. It's actually nice to see these underclassmen come through here. You get a little exposure of what it's going to be like next year for the Stratford Tigers. You know, they're going to, become another year older and a little more mature. So it'll be a great season, I think, for Stratford athletics, for basketball, football, and baseball and softball. And I know softball, they're going to have to rebuild a little bit. Tria Tubbs will be gone, but Carly Pankratz is back, though, for her senior year, an all-conference selection, an outstanding ball player. So we'll see what happens next year, as I hope I'm around for all that excitement. As Jamison, from the stretch, takes a look at second, and the pitch. And a fly ball down the right field line and out of play. So the count 1-2 with 1 down here, and Tigers making some noise here in the bottom of the second inning. Brock & Decker, when buying or selling, Brock & Decker Real Estate is the team you need by your side. Brock & Decker has all the tools you need to feel confident in selling or buying. Call Sammy or Sue today or visit them on North Central Avenue at brockanddecker.com and love them on Facebook. So the count now 2-2 with 1 down. To Caden Stieber. And Caden, I think he played a lot. Let me take a look here once. He played in 3 games as a freshman last year, and a ground ball to short. Going to be a tough play, and not in time. And so an infield hit for Caden Stieber as Colton comes over to third. A tough play for Ollie Wallner at the shortstop spot. Nice backhand, but he was way deep in the hole. And it was a little closer than I thought it was going to be. But Stieber running that one out and getting a base hit. So runners at the corners now for Stratford. And 1 down. And taking off is Stieber. And he'll have to come back as Matthew Shanefoos follows that one off. As Matthew... underclassman this last year, and he hit .281 with 33 runs, 6 RBIs, 14 walks, and a .431 on-base percentage for Matthew, starting center fielder. And Stieber was ready to take off for second, and Jamison threw over to first, and Stieber just got back just in time. As Stieber's taken off, a swing and a miss, throw down to second, and they're going to get him at second, but a run will score. So a double steal brings in Colton Hulp with run number 3 as Stieber is cut down 2-4 for the second out, and the count now 0-2 to Matthew Shanefoos as he swung and missed at that to protect the runner. And Matthew going down swinging for out number 3. But for the Stratford Tigers, in the bottom of the second inning, They come up with 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left. And after 2 complete innings of play, it's the Stratford Tigers 3 and Waupaca 2-0. And you are watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Have you outgrown your old furniture? Well, I can relate. Then get into Mall Furniture today.
We are never short on inventory, and we are never short on bringing you great deals.
Living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, mattresses, recliners, lift chairs, and big clearance recliners. Head to Mall, because we got them all.
Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
Hiller's Ace Hardware in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
You'll find what you're looking for. We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools. A selection so big, you'll need a map to find your way out. Hiller's Ace Hardware in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
And we are back here at Stratford, top of the 3rd inning, and Stratford coming up with 3 big runs in the bottom of the 2nd inning. They take a 3-0 lead here against Waupaca. And coming up for Waupaca, the number 9 hitter and 3rd baseman, Gabriel Estrada. And Estrada, let's see, was with the junior team. He is actually listed as a pitcher, so must have seen some action at the junior or JV level this last spring, as there was no stats on him in the varsity level. As Gage on the mound, working his start of his 3rd inning here. First pitch comes inside, just missing that inside corner for ball 1. Ridgetop Exteriors, just like these players, bring their best to the field. Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has a winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, affordable service. And Gage from the stretch. And a call strike right at the letters. High fastball. 1-2 count. Gage actually taking his time out there. You know, when you have heat like this here, it doesn't have to take you as long to warm up as it does when, you know, it's cold and you're sitting on the bench. You know, Stratford sent 6 players to the plate. So, you know, Gage just kind of got on with that base hit. Just get back and get some water, take a little rest, and come back out onto the field. Next pitch just missing upstairs for a ball, and makes the count now 3-2. Here in the top of the 3rd inning, with Stratford leading 3-0. Gage working from the stretch and the pitch. And pitch down low as Drew walks the number 9 man, and his first walk of today's game. He's got 4 strikeouts, has given up 1 hit and 1 walk. And back to the top of the batting order. Excuse me, I want to correct myself. He has 5 strikeouts, as that leadoff hitter got on with a strikeout. He was should be credited with a strikeout. So I missed that. He had 2 in the 1st inning, and he had 3 in the 2nd inning. So he does have 5 strikeouts to his credit. And Carson Jamison, who was the one that got on base when the ball got past Brady Berg on a swing and miss by Jamison. First pitch comes in for a ball. Drew from the stretch takes a look over at first and the pitch. And a call strike right at the knees. 1-1 count. As I mentioned, Carson Jamison was looking at his numbers, was the top pitcher. He hit 265 on the season as a senior, but pitching a lot. And a foul ball down the third base side. As the Chaparrals will be in action also on Wednesday as they go to Everest, take on Everest. They coming off a big 2-1 win at Jack Hackman Field on Sunday. I got to call that one. A great ball game. A very quick ball game, like 2 hours and 12 minutes for a 9-inning ball game. It was a very, very quick ball game. And they are back at home on Friday as they will take on the Plover Pterodactyls. And no, not one big honking bird's going to come into Hackman Field, but that's the nickname Plover has had for years, the Pterodactyls. 3-2 count to Jamison. Gage gets a sign from Berg from the stretch. And the pitch. And down low, back-to-back walks by Drew Gage. As I do not know who the relief pitcher will be in this situation. But Drew now with back-to-back walks as he kind of cruised through the first 2 innings. He gave up a hit in each inning, but then got his control back and actually struck out the side in that second inning. Left-handed hitter here now, Ollie Waller, as Ollie hit into a double play as ground ball to second, and beautiful tailor-made double play as it helped, flipped it to Spindler, and Spindler over to first for that double play in that first inning. Gage takes a look at second, and the pitch. And fouling it off into the net. 0-2 count to the number 2 hitter, Ollie Waller. And Ollie is a junior. He's actually a second-team all-conference infielder. Had a great season this last spring for the Comets. From the stretch. And the pitch. And a half swing to Spindler. And an infield hit for Waller as Spindler just was off balance, and instead of trying to throw and possibly throw it away, he, as they said, ate it. And so now bases are loaded for Waupaca here in the top of the third inning. As Waupaca threatening as Brady Berg goes out to talk to Drew Gage. And Jay Cord, who got the first hit of the ball game, is now up as he had a base hit to center field. Left-handed hitter. Chance for Waupaca to put some runs on the board here. Big lead at first. Drew with the pitch. And upstairs for a ball. In fact, the lead that Waller has over there, I would say, bases are 90 feet apart. I would say by the time that ball is delivered, he is actually 45 feet. And down low. He didn't get off that much this time, but that first pitch, he was at least halfway to second base. There's no place to go. You've got bases loaded as time is called, and Coach Schmidt going out to talk Drew. And so we'll tell you a little bit about Bruce Orthodontics. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accepting most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Set up a free consultation today at Bruce Orthodontics. And so, conference still going on out there. As an umpire, I would have been out there already to break that conversation up there to move this thing along. But still out there as Coach Schmidt now coming off the field here. So a 2-0 count to Jake Hord, and nobody down here in the top of the third inning. As Gage gets the sign from Berg. And the pitch. And fouling it back into the net. Makes it count 2-1. Yeah, with all that water on the football field this year, that baby should be nice and green come come August here. And we have a little wasp swinging around up here on top here. Wish Ryan would have kept his pets at home. I know it's feeding time. 2-2 count to Jay Cord. We'll see if Drew Gage can get out of this jam. And the pitch. Down low for a ball. 3-2. No place to put him. As Waupaca looking for their first run in today's contest. We are in the top of the third from Tiger Stadium in Stratford, Wisconsin. And the pitch. And I don't know where that runner was taking off from first, because if that would have been called strike three, he would have been cold turkey, as he was 3/4 of the way to second. But Cord was fortunate enough to get a walk, and that is now the third walk of this inning by Drew Gage. As Waupaca gets their first run to make this contest now 3-1. And bringing up Doogie Williams, as Doogie is swinging a miss on that first pitch from Gage. As runners advance all the way around here now to second and third. From the stretch, and just missing inside to Williams. Count now 1-1. And a ground ball to Spindler. Spindler grabs it, throws over to first, and in time, a bang-banger, but a run will score. That is out number one, as William grounds out, but gets credited with an RBI. And advancing to third is Waller, and going to second is Cord. And so now one down, and we have a 3-2 ball game. And Stratford came into this inning leading 3-0. And right-handed hitter Eric Harms. Eric struck out back in the second inning. Major League Draft was just this last weekend. We'll go through some of the Wisconsin players that hoping to get to the big show that were drafted in Wisconsin. I see a couple of them actually were drafted by the Red Sox. The number one pick, or actually Wisconsin's number one pick that went in the first round, went to the Red Sox. Turn around here to my folder here and grab a sheet here. Pitch comes in for a call strike. As Jake Schaffner, who was from Janesville, was the 20th overall pick in the Major League Draft this last weekend. And the first round to the Boston Red Sox, as the Red Sox picked a couple up in there. In fact, his teammate, well, in that same organization, and we've seen this gentleman play quite a few times, as he's come into Marshfield to play a couple sectionals. So it's Jace Matashensky from Hudson, as he was a third-round pick, and he is also with the Boston Red Sox. So, some great talent here in the state of Wisconsin being drafted. In fact, what was nice to see, of course, years ago, and a swing and a miss as Drew gets his sixth strikeout. And that's a Serve Pro strikeout. Serve Pro, like it never happened. So 2 down now here. 2 outs in a row after Waupaca put 4 runners on base. And bringing up Ethan Harms, who had a base hit out to center field back in the second inning. As Harms, right-handed hitter, and the pitch. And a swing and a miss. As Dalton Varsho was drafted out of the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, and it's starting to show a little bit now as two other ball players, Dylan O'Connell, Eau Claire native, went in the 15th round to the Oakland A's, and Dominic Kibler, a catcher who played at UW-Milwaukee also, went in the 12th round to the Atlanta Braves. So Atlanta Braves picking up a few players also. And the Brewers actually picked up a couple also in the draft here with Wisconsin connections. And just missing inside as Harms trying to get those two runners in scoring position here for Waupaca. Waupaca down 3-2 here in the top of the third inning. As we were cruising right along in the first couple innings here, but now this long inning here for Waupaca. As Gage trying to get situated out there on the mound. Gets a sign from Berg from the stretch. And the pitch. And a call strike right at the knees for a 2-2 count. So we've got twos across the board. We've got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. And Waupaca with 2 runs in. Drew with the delivery. And a dead ball. As I'm thinking, it might be a lot of perspiration out there also. That is, he's got to, they can, I don't know, I don't really see a lot of high schools using rosin bags, to get the moisture off your hand, but they are perfectly legal. And in days like today, it would be great to have a rosin bag out there just to get some of that moisture off your hand, because just that little bit, you can lose control of the baseball. And I think that's what's happening to Drew right here now, as he's walked 3 and hit a batter here in that third inning. First pitch comes into Aaron Wolf for a call strike. Aaron struck out back in the second inning. Bases loaded here for Waupaca. And the pitch. And a line shot into center field, and that's going to score 2 runs. As 2 runs come in and into third and gone. Good throw by Brady Berg to get Ethan Harms, who tried to go to third for out number 3, but Waupaca gets 2 more runs on a 2-run single by Aaron Wolf out to center field. As that play at third will go 8-2 to 5. And Waupaca comes up with 2 more runs on that play to make it 4-3. So Waupaca with 4 runs on just 2 hits, 3 walks, and a hit batsman, and no errors, and 1 man left. And after 2.5 innings of play, it's Waupaca 4 and Stratford 3. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
And we are back. Well, I'll have to bring my microphone down. It's way up in the air here. And we are back here at Tiger Stadium, where Waupaca comes up with 4 big runs here in the top of the third inning to take a 4-3 lead as Stratford was cruising along 3-0, and Drew Gage got into little problems of control as he walked 3 batters, hit another batter, only gave up 2 hits, but Waupaca took advantage of those 2 hits that they got and came up with 4 runs. So leading off is Riley Spindler, and that one is going to be out of play. Riley, who struck out in the first inning. As Jamison on the mound, the left-hander, and a fly ball out to center field, and making the catch is the right fielder, Jay Cord, for out number 1 as Spindler gave it a ride. Bringing up Jack Remus. Jack grounded out to the second baseman. It was a bang-banger on a very slow roller that the second baseman, Ethan Harms, had to charge really strong-like and get a quick throw off, as it was a bang-banger at first as Harms got it there in time as Jack takes a call strike. 0-1. Left-hander working very quickly. Pitch down low. And then Jack Brenner from Fond du Lac went in the 7th round to the Braves. Thomas Burns, who played his college ball at the University of Texas, but from Hortonville, a pitcher, as Jack fouls that one off. Went in the 8th round to the Minnesota Twins. And Tyson Grulkowski of Wisconsin Prep went in the 6th round to the Braves. Cole Selvig from Eau Claire went in the 6th round to the Miami Marlins. As I mentioned, Jace from Hudson going with the Red Sox in the 3rd round. And Chance Ruby from Wilmot went in the 17th round to the Brewers. And let's see, who else? Oh, Marcus Cruzan, who pitched at the University of Minnesota, originally from High Bridge, Wisconsin, is the 12th round pick of the Milwaukee Brewers. And so Brewers getting Chance Ruby and Cruzan in their farm system. And Jack gives it a ride out to center field, and camping under it for out number 2 and making that catch is Aaron Wolf. Bringing up Brady Berg. Left-handed hitter. Brady's got some power. He had 5 home runs this year. That actually put him in the top 10 in the state of Wisconsin in home runs. In fact, his RBIs that he had put him actually in the top 5 in the state of Wisconsin this year with 48. And so an outstanding high school career by Brady. As I mentioned, he's going to UW-Stevens Point to play some baseball over there. And Brady hits one out to right field, and coming over along the right field line and making the catch is Jay Cord for out number 3. For the Tigers, just like in the first inning, 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. And after 3 complete innings of play, it's Waupaca 4, Stratford nothing, and you are watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Partners Bank, better together.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Discover Marshfield's wellness destination, Be Well Studio, now open in front of Pick and Save on Central Avenue in Marshfield. Experience cutting-edge recovery tools like hydromassage, infrared sauna, red light therapy, PEMF, and more, all designed to help your body and mind feel their best. You can pay per session or choose from memberships and packages available. Book your wellness session today at BeWellStudio.com or stop in at 601 South Central Avenue, Suite 400 in front of Pick and Save in Marshfield.
A&B Process Systems has been a proud member of the Stratford community since 1973. You can find your next career in engineering, welding, and more at A&B Process Systems. Our campus also includes our exclusive Factory Acceptance Testing Center with full-service testing capabilities to ensure that your equipment will perform to your expectations. Visit A&B Process Systems on Facebook today for more information.
And we are back here at Stratford as pitching change here as Brady Berg now on the hill for the Tigers, and catching is Drew Bloom, and we're trying to catch who the third baseman is that will bat into Drew Gage's. We'll find that out actually when he leads off in the bottom of the fourth inning here, as we cannot catch the number. We don't get a report from the umpire or the coaches on the changes here, but we're trying to see him. It looked like, I'm thinking, number 5. That would be Braden Schwannis, who actually came in and pitched an outstanding ball game against the junior team. So Schwannis will be playing third base for the Tigers, and Drew Gage's night is done. He pitched 3 innings, and let's see, gave up 4 runs. He walked 4, gave up 4 hits, and hit a batter, and struck out 6 in 3 innings of play, as Brady Berg takes the first pitch and gets it down low for ball 1. Brady's pitching numbers in high school: he pitched in 7 ball games. He was 2-0, and pitched 16 2/3 innings. Gave up 15 hits, 12 runs, walked 11, struck out 20, and had an ERA of 4.62. As mostly being used as a catcher this last season. And swinging strike to Justin Cockrell. And we now have a 1-2 count as bottom of the order here for Waupaca. And a call, strike 3, and that is a Serve Pro strikeout. And first strikeout by Brady here in the top of the 4th inning, and bringing up Gabriel Estrada. And Estrada walked and scored back in that 3rd inning, a right-handed hitter. Brady with a big strike. If a custom-built home is your goal, it's time to discover Stratford Homes, a leader in off-site residential construction. Stratford Home delivers designs, flexibility, impressive energy, efficiency, and unmatched quality. Stratford Homes, elevating the custom experience. Explore StratfordHomes.com. A 1-1 count to Estrada, and a call strike right at the knees. 1-2 count. I'd like to thank all of our great sponsors here, bringing high school sports all season long, and American Legion Baseball. And a half swing as Brady picks it up, tosses it over to first for out number 1. Or excuse me, out number 2. So 2 down now here in Waupaca's top of the 4th inning. And back to the top of the batting order is Carson Jamison, the pitcher. Carson is 0 for 1 as he struck out, but got on base by an error and walked and scored in that 4-run 3rd inning that Waupaca had. A left-handed hitter. Right-hander against left-hander. And the pitch. And that one right over the top of our head here. As we are about an hour and 5 minutes into this game. Moving right along. In fact, that Plover game should be starting very shortly. And pitch down low for a ball. as Bloom now catching. Drew, a great defensive ball player and all conference. Was only a freshman this last year. Some great experience coming back next year for Stratford. Down low for ball 2. 2-1 with 2 down. Here in the top of the 4th inning. From the stretch. And a ground ball. And foul. As Schwannis picks that one up. Twos across the board with 2 down. And the pitch. And a ground ball down to third again. This one picked up by the third base coach. Whether you need new garage doors or just an adjustment, stop and see Door Pro. Door Pro of Stratford. Call them today. As Jamison gets ready. And just upstairs with a fastball by Berg. 3-2 count now. Carson's been on base twice so far today. Scored a run. And a call, strike 3, and that's the Surf Pro strikeout. And the second strikeout by Brady here in the 4th inning. For Waupaca, no runs on no hits, no errors, and no one left. And after 3.5 innings of play, it's Waupaca 4, Stratford 3, and you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
And we are back here at Tiger Stadium where the Tigers are down 4-3 after having a 3-0 lead. And Waupaca coming up with 4 big runs in that 3rd inning to take the lead, 4-3. As Drew Gage is out of the ball game, and Berg now pitching for Stratford and set him down 1-2-3. As Gage will be re-entering here now. Great Gage re-entering the bat here in the 4th inning. And a ground ball and in the hole out to right field. And the second hit of the ball game for Drew, as Drew will have to run for himself. He cannot have a courtesy runner because he is not pitching anymore. As, no, I've never seen this happen before, but Schwannis is now hitting, and he lays a perfect bunt down. Throw over to first in time. Bringing up Dylan Lorenz, the left-handed hitter, and as Gage goes to second on the play. A nice sacrifice by Schwantes. as Jamison gets the sign and the pitch. And popping that one up, way up. And we'll see who's going to take that as the third baseman comes in, as we had 3 or 4 of them around there, as Estrada makes the catch for out number 2. And bringing up the catcher now, Drew Bloom. Oh, excuse me. Actually, Colton Haupt is up. So Drew must have stayed in at first, and Lorenz came. So that's how that worked now. I've got her now. Gage stayed in, and Schwantes came in for Lorenz and gets the sacrifice. And Haupt hits one out to center for out number 3. For Stratford, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. And after 4 complete innings of play, it's 4-3 Waupaca. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
At Rice's More Than Floors, you'll find quality window treatments, paint, tile, remnants, and of course, quality flooring. So you have 3 options. Come visit us here in Marshfield. We're near Fleet Farm. 2, check out our website, ricesmorethanfloors.com. Or 3, give us a call or text at 715-384-4554. And yes, pets are allowed in Rice's when accompanied by a well-behaved human.
Welcome to Taqueria Monarca at the Marshfield Mall. Experience the bold and fresh flavors of Mexico in Marshfield at Taqueria Monarca. Try the delicious tacos, burritos, quesadillas, bowls, and drinks. And kick things up a notch with their fresh salsa bar. Taqueria Monarca is fast, casual, and delicious.
We are ready to serve you the bold, fresh flavors from Mexico. Welcome to Taqueria Monarca.
Nuts Deep 2, a Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nuts Deep 2 again, awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nuts Deep 2 on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and Nuts Deep 2 North in Spencer.
And we are back here at Tiger Stadium as Stratford down 4-3 in today's contest. We are in the top of the 5th inning already. Game moving right along. And leading off is Ollie Waller as he fouls that one back into the backstop here. Phoenix Express LLC can help you with all your landscaping needs, big or small. They are proud to be part of the Stratford community and wishes the Stratford Tigers good luck in today's game. Give them a call or find out more at phoenixexpressllc.com. And stop by. Thank all of our sponsors. Tell them you heard their ad on Zaleski Sports. And next pitch comes in upstairs for a ball. 1-1. As Brady fires that one in the dirt. Stopped nicely by Bloom. 2-1 count to Ollie Waller as Ollie 1 for 2 in today's ball game. Down low. And a ground ball to Brady. And Brady's going to run it over himself as he trying to stay loose there. He's figured, we'll take just a little jaunt over the first there and not really have a big race, but we'll make it worth my while and go over and touch the bag and come back to the mound. And up now, Jay Cord. Jay with a base hit back in the first and a RBI walk back in the third inning. Left-handed hitter. And a call strike right on the inside corner. An 0-2 count to Jay Cord. And Jay slaps one in for a base hit, an infield hit for Jay. Having a great ball game. As he's 2 for 2 on the day. Bringing up Doogie Williams, who's 0 for 2. In fact, Jay graduated this year. He was a first-team all-conference outfielder. He had an outstanding season. He pitched in one ball game, got the win in that this year. And he's off. He was 5 for 5 in stolen bases this year. And they're going to say they got him. Great throw by Bloom for out number 2. Oh, he's not very happy. He took that helmet and slammed it in the dugout. He didn't think he was out. Next pitch upstairs for a ball. 3-0. And there's a strike, 3-1. In fact, if we did that, the coach would say to us back in my day, now what did that helmet do to make you upset like that? And, you know. Full count now, 3-2 with 2 down. We are in the top of the 5th inning. And Doogie Williams up. As I mentioned, Doogie 0 for 2, left-handed hitter. Playing first base for Waupaca today. And fouls that one off. Heading back over the concession stand in the press box here. And the pitch. And a ground ball. And it's in no man's land as Drew Gage tried to go for that one, and Colton Haupt was way out of range also. And so a base hit for Doogie Williams. Second hit of the inning for Waupaca. And their 6th hit of the ball game. And to the plate now, the number 5 hitter, Eric Harms, as Eric has struck out twice today, 0 for 2. And a pitch right down Main Street by Brady Berg. Structures Unlimited, your fabric building specialist, supports Stratford Tigers athletes. To find out what a fabric building can do for you, visit structuresunlimited.com or stop in their office in Stratford's Industrial Park. 1-1 count with 2 down here in the top of the 5th inning. And a strike right at the knees, catching that inside corner. Brady with 2 strikeouts already in this contest. He came in the top of the 4th inning for the Tigers. Down low for a ball. 2-2. And down low for a ball. Yeah, we'll check here on the other ball game going on here on Zaleski Sports. I think Ryan's trying to tell me they haven't started yet. Yeah, they haven't started yet. And Berg, yeah, And Brady taking a little much too time out there. And 3-2 count with 2 down. So that, and ground ball over to first and safe. A tough play there in between the shortstop and the second baseman. And Williams advances to second and an infield hit by Harms. So runners at first and second now here in the top of the 5th. Bringing up Ethan Harms, who has a base hit in the second and got hit with a pitch back in the third. As Brady finally steps up to the rubber here with a 1-0 count here and 2 down. Gets the sign from Bloom from the stretch. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss. 1-1. Berg takes a look at second. And fakes a throw to second. Stratford doesn't want to give up any more runs here as they are down 1 here in the 5th. Berg with the delivery. And a call strike on the outside corner right at the knees. 1-2 count. And a ground ball, a slow roller. Drew gets it to Brady just in time. The grass here is very, very long, and they just cut it, and that ball is just going to stop. And so the play goes 3-1 on there for Waupaca. No runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. And after 4.5 innings of play, it's Waupaca 4, Stratford 3, and you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Take your education out of the classroom and give new spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
And we're back here at Stratford as Ryan's showing me a text here, and we're having a little problems trying to figure it out here. But he's good enough. He'll figure it out. Mike Steinwagner here along with Ryan Rasmussen. We're bringing you action here from Tiger Stadium in Stratford. American Legion action, baseball action, as we are in the bottom of the 5th inning. And Tigers, who had a 3-0 lead, but gave up a 4 spot in the 3rd inning. And that's the score that we're sitting at right now, 4-3, as the Tigers will come to bat here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And to the plate is the right fielder, Caden Stieber, as Caden had an infield hit back in the 2nd inning. Back in that 2nd inning when Stratford put up 3 big runs as back-to-back doubles there by Lorenz and Haupt. And a fly ball over the head of the right fielder and all the way to the wall. And going into second is Stieber with his 2nd hit. As a big start here for the Stratford Tigers. And bringing up Matthew Shanefoos. Matthew struck out back in the 2nd inning. Matthew, the starting center fielder for Stratford all season long. And we'll see if he can bring him home now. As Stratford down by 1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Right-handed hitter, Matthew Shanefoos. And squares and fouls one back. Jamison from the stretch. Squares around just upstairs. As Chris Berg, Brady's dad, bringing some water up here, and we didn't need it, so he drank it himself. And lays a beauty down. And second baseman's covering, and a bouncer. Tough play there by Ethan Arms as Williams threw a one hopper off that tall grass. Great sacrifice by Shanefoos as Stieber goes to third. So the tying run now 90 feet away. But Harms taking it on a one hopper there off that grass. And back to the top of the batting order in Riley Spindler, as Riley gave one last time up, gave a ride out to right field. They could use one right now here, as the tying run is 90 feet away as Riley fouls that one off. Riley had an outstanding season for the Tigers. Struck out back in the first, flew out to the right fielder in the third. So here we are, sitting in the bottom of the 5th inning as he pops another one up, and that's going to go out of play. As Riley stays alive here, as the sun starting to descend in the west here. Oh, sure. They Ryan got a text here, and it was from a junior score, and it was 16-9, and it's like, ooh, that's going to be. I don't think that was a pitcher's duel. I'll tell you that. There was some hitting in that one. As Riley fouls another one off to stay alive. And this is now the 6th pitch in this sequence here. And the pitch. And we'll go for number 7. You know, when we were kids, we always said we could keep fouling them off because you get 99 foul balls until you're out. But I don't think anybody knew how to count that far. They'd forget what number they're on. Riley with an 0-2 count and 1 down. In need of a big hit here. And a call, strike 3. Riley not very happy with that one. As the umpire saying it caught the outside corner for out number 2, bringing up Jack Remus. As the top of this order has not been very productive tonight. And you've got actually 4 all-conference ball players sitting in that 1, 2, 3, and 4 spot, and they've Drew Gage in that 4 spot has gotten 2 hits, but he's led the inning off. So bad timing there, as first 3 have not got a hit tonight. Next pitch down low and into the dirt, and staying at third is Stieber. Caden Stieber, the brother of Michaela Stieber, great 3-point shooter for the Stratford girls basketball team. And a fly ball. And not the time to get the fly ball now, as that is the 3rd out, as the Tigers threatened and does not take advantage of the leadoff double by Caden Stieber. So no runs on one hit, no errors, and one left at third base in the bottom of the fifth. It's Waupaca 4, Stratford 3, and you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Hunting season is here, and BBD has the supplies you need. Check out their large selection of crossbows, including 10-point and Wicked Ridge. BBD has added more hunting gear, deer attractant, mineral, and accessories for a successful hunt. See their in-stock selection of hunting blinds, stands, in-trail cameras, and more. BBD has the name brand gear you can depend on again and again. Big Bear Down. We're always in season. Located on Highway 13 in Abbotsford.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with a smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
And we're back here at Stratford, and Waupaca leading 4-3 here in the top of the 6th inning. And leading off is Aaron Wolf. Aaron is 1 for 2 on the day. Has got a base hit. In fact, the 2-run RBI back in the 3rd inning to give them a 4-3 lead here. As Harms was cut down at 3rd on the play. There was bases loaded, and Wolf got a base hit and scored 2 runs. And Wolf now at 1-1 here in the top of the 6th inning. This game moving right along. Only about an hour and a half long so far. It'll take Ryan that long to get back home. Yeah, he gets lost going around the block. No, he's got to make that little jaunt, back to point? Yeah, I think you can find your way back there. I suppose you take 153 and take the interstate down. And ball 4 to Wolf. As that is the first walk given up by Brady Berg here, as he is working the start of his 3rd inning as he came on board in the top of the 4th. He's given up 3 hits, no runs. He's struck out a couple. And first pitch, swing and a miss by Justin Cockrell, left fielder, who has struck out twice today. Throw over to first, and Wolf back in plenty of time. Had first slide there. And so it looks like we have somebody warming up in the Waupaca bullpen down there. Next pitch, a call strike on the outside corner. Yes. Yeah, we do have somebody warming up in the bullpen down there. And the pitch upstairs for a ball. And a throw down to first, and a stolen base as Gage thought he was going to come back into the bag, and that gave Wolf plenty of time to steal second. Gage caught the ball, turned to his left, and no runner was there, as runner was over halfway to second base, and Wolf gets in with a head first slide, so it gets credited with a stolen base. And a 1-2 count on Justin. Insurance run at second for Waupaca. And down low for a ball, 2-2 with nobody down here in the top of the 6th inning. Brady getting the sign from Drew Bloom, who's behind the plate now. This is 3rd inning back there as he replaced Brady when he went out to pitch. As Brady steps back off the rubber, gets his composure. Justin steps back into the box. And Brady steps back off the rubber again. Now gets back on. From the stretch and the pitch. Down low for a ball. Nice stop there by Drew. As Brady was ahead of Wolf, 1-2, but the last two pitches coming in down low. And a fake throw to second. And a pitch and a swing and a miss as Brady picks up his third strikeout. And that's a Serve Pro strikeout. Serve Pro, your number one cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. And so, the number 9, Gabriel Estrada, the third baseman, is 0 for 1 today with a walk. Pitch catches the inside corner for a call strike. Are you looking to refresh the interior of your house or business? Give Trim Pack a call. They specialize in doors, kitchen cabinets, specialty millwork, and much, much more. They can redesign your existing space and turn your dream into a reality. And counts now 1-1 with one down. Runner at second. Berg from the stretch. And upstairs for a ball. As Brady overthrowing now a little bit here. See if he can find the strike zone again. Steps off the rubber and takes a look at second. Long look. Shakes his head. Timeout by Estrada. And going out will be Bloom as they're trying to figure the signs here. Maybe change the rotation of the fingers of which one we're going to take the pitch from. Usually that's what happens when you have a runner at second. We'll take the second sign or we'll take the third sign. And fouling that one off into the net. Whether you're buying or selling, you can trust Next Home Hub City Realtor Kurt Spaeth. Kurt is your Stratford hometown realtor and wants to help you buy or sell your next home, commercial or residential. Kurt has the expertise you need. Call Next Home Professional Realtor Kurt Spaeth today. Berg from the stretch. Takes a look. Takes another look. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss. That's back-to-back strikeouts by Brady Berg. And strikeout number 4, another Serve Pro strikeout. Serve Pro like it never happened. So 2 down and back to the top of the batting order. And Carson Jamison. Carson is 0 for 2 on the day, but scored a run back in the third. Left-handed hitter. Call strike right at the knees on the inside corner. Brady from the stretch takes a look at second. And the pitch. A strike right at the letters. 0-2 count to the starting pitcher, Carson Jamison. We'll see if he's going to go out onto the mound. I'm not sure what he's got for a pitch count because you have a pitch count of 105 you can have in Legion Ball. High school is 100. And just missing inside for a ball. 1-2. As actually the home team is supposed to keep track of the pitch count on that. So left-hand hitter Carson Jamison with a 1-2 count. I don't know. Brady takes a look at second and the pitch. And a call, strike 3, and Jamison did not like that one. And so, after getting a walk, Brady strikes out the side by striking out the next 3 batters and picks up his 5th strikeout in a Serve Pro strikeout. Serve Pro like it never happened. So for Waupaca in the top of the 6th, no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. And after 5.5 innings of play, the score remains Waupaca 4, Stratford 3. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
And we are back here at Tiger Stadium in Stratford. As been informed that Marshfield Plover game, the big one in the Valley, will not start till 8 o'clock, as the junior game must have took a little bit longer. I know lately those 5 o'clock starts become all of a sudden you're playing for 2.5 hours, and that takes another half hour in order to do the field. And then you've got infield you got to take, and each team gets 10 to 15 minutes, so it's like it just kind of drags on a little bit. So, and leading off for Stratford, their big hope right here as the pitcher, Brady Berg, comes up. Brady 0 for 2 in this contest, followed by Drew Gage, and then Mr. Schwannis after that. So we'll see what the Tigers can do here, as they only get 2 more tries here, as we are in the bottom of the 6th, as Brady takes a ball, first pitch. And a call strike right above the belt. Right between the number and the belt there was where that pitch was. And Brady jammed. Could be trouble. And gets by the right fielder, and Brady hits the brakes, and it'll be a base hit for Brady, as that was kind of never land. Of course, the right fielder playing really deep. Second baseman could not get a decent angle, and of course, the first baseman's got to turn around and head back and have no idea where the ball is, and boom, I think it went right off the glove of a sliding right fielder of Jay Card out there, and so turns out Brady will land up with a hit. Brady with a big lead on this left-handed pitcher, and Drew Gage with a shot out to right into the right field power alley, as Brady rounds second, being waved by Coach Schmidt, touches third and heads home, as Drew comes up with a big double. So back-to-back hits and ties this contest up. So 2 big hits. As I mentioned, the top of this batting order has not been very effective, but they are coming through here in the 6th inning, as Drew Gage comes up with an RBI double to tie this contest up. And bringing up now number 12, that would be Lorenz, is now re-entering, and Dylan has a double in this ball game that he had back in the 2nd inning. Now would be a good time for another big base hit here. Not much speed out on the bases. Or excuse me, they do have a pinch runner in for Drew. So theoretically, Drew is out of the ball game if they put a pinch runner in for him, because he is not pitching, so it cannot be a courtesy runner. Lorenz 1 for 2. And next pitch comes up 3-0. As Coach Schmidt says, just take a look. And the pitch catches right at the knees. Oh, and a shot out to right field and a base hit. And they're going to send him. And they bobble it out in right field. And coming in to score for Stratford is number 11. I do not have him on the roster, but he does score. Let me see here. We've got Kyler Dahl scores that lead run. Dahl came in and pinch ran for Gage, and a big RBI single by Dylan Lorenz to put the Tigers out in front now 5-4 with nobody out. And we will have a pitching change here as number 21 comes in for Waupaca here. That would be Doogie Williams, as he was warming up out in the bullpen. So Williams will come in to pitch for Waupaca from the first base spot. And we're not sure where Jamison will go. As Williams, let's see what he has done. He pitched in 5 ball games this last spring, had a 2-0 record. Pitched 13 innings, gave up 13 hits, 10 runs, 9 walks, 10 strikeouts, and a 4.85 ERA this last spring for his high school team. And so he's in a jam here now as Stratford has taken the lead 5-4 in the bottom of the 6th inning. A runner at second with nobody out. And we're going to tell you about Be Well Studio. Discover Marshfield's wellness destination, Be Well Studio. Experience cutting-edge recovery tools like hydro massage, infrared sauna, red light therapy, PEMF, and more, all designed to help your body and mind feel their best. Each 15 to 30-minute session is just $29 with memberships and packages available. Book your wellness session today at BeWellStudio.com. And so as Doogie just finishing up his warm-ups, we'll tell you about Rice's More Than Floors, also of Marshfield. Stop in today for quality window treatments, paint, tile, remnants, and quality flooring. Visit their showroom, visit their website, or give them a call tomorrow, and they'll help you with all your floor needs. And coming to the plate for the Stratford Tigers now is number 4, Drew Bloom. And Drew is 0 for 2 on the day. And he's came in to catch when Brady went to the mound. As Doogie gets the sign. And a call strike. Nice pitch by Doogie Williams there. Catching that outside corner to the left hand, hitting Drew Bloom. Williams from the stretch. And a throw over to first. And back in time there is Lorenz. Dylan with 2 big hits today. As Williams takes a look over at first and from the stretch down low for a ball. As Brady has come in and pitched 3 innings and pitched 3 good relief innings, they're going to need 1 more out of him in order to get this win today. And a swing and a miss as Drew swings over the top of that one. We'll be back here tomorrow night at 6 o'clock as Loyal will take on the Stratford Tigers. And a swing and a miss. Pitch down in the dirt for strike 3. As first base is occupied, so Drew could not run down the first. So that's the first strikeout for Doogie Williams. And bringing up Colton Haupt. Colton with a 2-run double back in that second inning and flew out to the center fielder. Right-handed hitter getting signs from Coach Schmidt in that third base coaching box. Williams working from the stretch. And the pitch. And a call strike, and the ball gets by the catcher, and going to second on the play is Lorenz. As I don't know if that just, it went right through his glove is what it did, as he showed it to the umpire, broke the string on it because the pitch was a nice pitch. In fact, it was a called strike, and the ball went right through the webbing of the catcher's mitt, and I've had that happen. I caught back in high school, and it can happen. It went right through the webbing, and so luckily he brought a backup catcher's mitt with him. And so we're all set here now. 1-1 count with one down. And the pitch by Williams. And a high pop-up into the infield over to first base. And making the catch there is Jamison for out number 2. As Carson Jamison went over to play first base when Williams came in. Williams doing a nice job here in relief. But the damage has already been done as the first 3 batters came up with hits, as Berg got a base hit, then Gage had a double, and Berg scored all the way around from first. And then Lorenz had an RBI single to knock in Dave from second base. And right now is Stieber, and Caden is 2 for 2 today, as he fouls that one off. Nice swing by Stieber. As Stieber was only a freshman, so 3 more years of him. Good sized freshman there, I'd say. Well, goes close to 6 feet. He's got a nice swing. Open stance. And a call, strike 3, as he got fooled on that curveball. And that is the second strikeout by Williams. But the Tigers come up with 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. And so after 6 complete innings of play, it's the Stratford Tigers 5 and Waupaca 4. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services, so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
And we are back here at Stratford, and we'll tell you a little bit about Infinity Exteriors. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, serving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. And we'll tell you also about BBD Sports Shop up there in Cadott and Abbotsford. And BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors. Shop 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations in Cadott and Abbotsford, or online at bigbeardown.com. That's BBD Sports Shop in Cadott and Abbotsford. And coming up at the end of today's ball game, we'll have the Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy, where you can get those fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy, Marshfield Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. In fact, I worked the Chaparral game on, when was it? Friday. And they had a bag of cheese curds left. And they put them in a sandwich bag. And, I mean, you had a big amount of cheese curds, and my wife was just tickled pink when I came home with those cheese curds. So, but delicious cheese curds, nice and squeaky. They were definitely fresh. So, leading off for Waupaca here in the top of the 7th, as Stratford has taken a 5-4 lead now, is Ollie Waller, the shortstop. Ollie is 1 for 3 on the day. Last chance here for Waupaca to either tie it up or take the lead. Otherwise, Stratford will come up with their 8th win of the season, as Waller fouls that one back. 1-1 count here in the top of the 7th. Left-handed hitter, Ollie Waller. And a ground ball. Foul. Down the third baseline. And the pitch. Waller thought about it. He thought about taking that high fastball, but he held up. Figured it was out of his range. Berg from the stretch. And a pop-up down the third base side. And just out of the reach of Schwannis there at third base. As Waller staying alive here. Berg looking in to Bloom for the signal. Steps back off. Shook him off a couple times. As Brady steps back onto the rubber. Gets the one he wants from the stretch. And the pitch. And a call, strike 3. As Brady has now struck out the last 4 batters. That is strikeout number 4. Excuse me, that is strikeout number 6 for Brady. Can't even read my own writing here. As Jay Card now up, left-handed hitter. A lot of left-handed hitters in this Waupaca lineup. As Jay is 2 for 2 on the day and scored a run. Just down low for a ball. So the Tigers 2 outs away here from possibly their 8th win of the season. And the pitch. And popped up, and that's going to be out of play. Count now 1-1 with one down. In fact, Bloom was kind of looking around where that foul ball was, and he had no clue where it was. As Brady comes to set position. And the pitch. And that one is fouled back. 1-2 count now. As Brady's getting set. And ball 3 as Jay looking for possibly his 3rd hit of today's ball game. As Waupaca has had 7 hits in today's contest. And a swing and a miss. A foul tip into the glove of Bloom. And that is strikeout number 7. And that is actually 5 straight strikeouts now for Brady, as he has found the right combination of pitches. And a ground ball foul down that third baseline. Last chance for Waupaca here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Game moving right along. We're actually just coming up to the 2-hour mark here. And a ground ball to second. Hulped with it. Throws over to first. In time. Or dropped it. It was dropped as was kind of looking, Lorenz was kind of looking into the sun off in a different angle, and a routine ground ball as Williams beat that one out as Lorenz dropped the ball. So E3 not really a great time to drop the ball, as that would have been the final out of today's contest. Berg from the stretch is going to have to find a little extra here now. And a call strike as Brady rears back and catches that outside corner to catcher Eric Harms, as Eric is 1 for 3 today. Struck out in the second, struck out in the third, and a base hit in the fifth. And call strike 2. As Brady is really pumped here now as he wants to get this last strikeout. From the stretch and the pitch. Just misses down low. After 5 straight strikeouts, Brady was 7 strikeouts. He came in the fourth, pitched down low for a ball. Evens the count at 2-2 with 2 down here and a runner at first, the tying run. And the pitch. And a ground ball back to Brady. He bare hands it. Throws wild past Lorenz. And that will be a throwing error on the pitcher. Brady barehanded that and really did not set himself and threw wild down the first base line. And Harms is at second now. And Williams at third. 2 down. The tying and go-ahead runs in scoring position. Berg from the stretch and the pitch. And fouls that one off. Ethan Harms. And Ethan is 1 for 3 today with a base hit in the second. Hit by a pitch in the third and grounded to the first baseman. Back in the 5th inning. Brady from the stretch. And that one fouled off. 0-2 count with 2 down. Brady was in that situation before. Gives a signal, go through the rotation again from the stretch. And the pitch. And just upstairs for a ball. 1-2. Williams at third. Harms at second. Tying and go-ahead run. And strike 3. And that will do it as Brady Berg picks up strikeout number 8, a Serve Pro strikeout. Comes in and pitches an outstanding final 4 innings to get this win. Stratford had the lead of 3-0. Waupaca came back, scored 4 to take a 4-3 lead, and then Stratford put up 2 in that bottom of the 6th inning. And Brady comes in and strikes out the side, but left 2 guys on. But great job by Stratford coming back to win this one, 5-4. And we will be back in just a bit and talk to head coach Kurt Schmidt and also player of the game. And I'm thinking we are going to pick, I know Brady did a nice job of coming in. Maybe we'll have Brady and also I want to pick in Dylan Lorenz, who came up with a big RBI single to knock in that winning run. And he had a big double also in that 2nd inning. So we'll get Dylan and we'll get Brady also. So we'll be right back right after the Nasonville Dairy postgame show here on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
We're back here at Stratford for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show, where the Stratford Tigers come up with a big come-from-behind 5-4 win as they had a 3-0 lead, then gave up a 4 spot in the following inning, and but battled back here in the 6th inning as they came up with 3 big hits right in a row there of Brady getting that big single, and then Drew coming up with a double, and then Dylan coming up with a base hit here also to knock in a run, that winning run. But with me is Dylan. I think this is the first time I've ever had you, isn't it? Yeah. That's what I thought. And I'll tell you, a great ball game to you tonight. And I said I wasn't going to bring up the air, but I'm going to bring it up anyway. But it was a tough play. You're looking right into that sun, and looking at it now, you can't see anything. And even with sunglasses would have been hard. But no, you guys played a nice ball game. You guys did not give up. And you fought back against a pretty good Waupaca ball club.
Yeah, I think our team just, even when we get down, we just stick together. I mean, this year more than any other year, we just stick together. I mean, just putting hit after hit after hit in one inning, and just working as a team to score those runs, come from behind, and never letting ourselves down. Yeah, I know. Well, you had with 2 big hits there, and looking at this year and then looking at the coming year, because you're going to lose Riley, you're going to lose Brady, you're going to lose Drew. I mean, 3 very good all-conference ball players, but you guys are fighting back, and that junior Legion team that you guys got also are just playing great, outstanding ball, and for Stratford baseball in the future looks promising. Yeah, I'd say it's just building off this year, especially Spaeth getting those 5 seniors to become leaders. And then just me and Colton and Garrett, and just building off that, and just becoming a club who doesn't just stick to 1 year of success. We build on that and become a a club who has success every year. Go for that regional championship every year. Try to get to state every year and just building off that success.
All right. I'm going to put you off to the side here and just we're going to get Brady in here. And Brady, great job coming in that fourth inning. And I'll tell you, setting him down, I mean, you outstanding job. You finished with 8 strikeouts. You had, I think, 1 or 2 walks in there. But a nice job of only giving up 2 hits also and coming into relief. And you had great command in those 4 innings.
Yeah, I didn't really warm up too much before because I went straight from catching to hitting, and then I came in after I had scored. So that was an adjustment I had to make. I kind of had to just get out there and start throwing. Yeah.
So, yeah, actually, you look at the lineup at first, the top of that batting order for you guys wasn't really doing anything until all of a sudden that last inning here, it came together where you and Drew and Dylan put it all together in that 6th inning.
Yeah, Dylan's been hitting the ball hard recently, and he's come a long way since even the beginning of Legion, progressing throughout the season, hitting the ball hard while he gets his chances during the spring. So he's come a long way. I'm super proud of how he's developing.
All right, I'm going to put you guys both in the house at the same time. You're the veteran of this, so you're going to have to teach the rookie here. So what you do is just tell him who you are, and then both of you go, we're in the house. 3, 2, 1.
I'm Dylan Leverance.
I'm Brady Berg,
and we're in the house.
Thanks, fellas. Good luck tomorrow night.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you tomorrow night. All right. All right, a great win by the Stratford Tigers as a 5-4 come from behind, have the lead, then come from behind in order to get this 5-4 win, and makes them now 8-4 on the season. And we will be back here tomorrow night against a very good Loyal ball club. So they're getting ready here for tournament time. Tournament just another week and a half away, as we will be here in Stratford a week from Friday to start tournament play for Class A. So for Ryan Rasmussen, I'm Mike Steinwegner. Have a nice evening.